turkey. This video is going to be for beginners, someone who's never ever roasted a turkey before. And I'm just using a turkey you can buy at the grocery store. This is a 16-pound turkey. And I'm going to show you how to get it washed, patted dry, and seasoned before roasting. You want to rinse the turkey really well. I've already taken out the neck of the turkey. If your turkey comes with a gizzard and liver, there's usually a paper packet inside most turkeys. Some of them now don't come with them and some of them do. So just make sure there's nothing else in the cavity that you're not removing. Make sure you feel ribs. If you don't feel ribs, there's probably something else in there. And we're gonna wash the inside really well. And the inside, outside. And then you're going to want to, once you're done washing it, you're going to want to pat it dry. And pat the inside dry as well as the outside dry. Now you can take necks, gizzards, and livers in a saucepan. And the broth you can include in your stuffing or other dishes that you have for Thanksgiving. But we typically just saute it and give it to our dog. So anyway, so you want to wash and dry your turkey. And today we're going to roast ours in a roasting bag that you can just buy at the grocery store. Since this video is for beginners, you should probably start out doing something super simple. So we're going to get our turkey washed and dried, and then we're going to bring it over to our pan, and we're gonna season it. Okay, I ended up finding the bag, and it was placed under the skin and where the neck of the turkey would be. So you just got to be sure and check everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and finish drying. And we're just patting it dry. Now, there's 1,000 ways to season a turkey as well as roast one. I'm just showing you the way I do it. And what you want to do is what I do is I start out with salt. I'm using just kosher salt. And I'm just gonna make sure and get it all inside. A little bit on the outside. I'm going to use some thyme. And I'm going to use some, little bit of the feathers left there. I'm going to use some poultry seasoning. I'm going to use some minced garlic. And I'll flip the bird of this fresh minced garlic. I'm going to put about a teaspoon down in the cavity. Sprinkle the outside with some onion powder. And again, you want to flip this around and season it on the other side as well. Still got some feathers left on them. I'm doing mine in the sink because it's way easier than messing up the counter. This bird has a lot of feathers still left on it. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some olive oil and we're going to oil him down. Now we're not going to put a ton of olive oil on him, but we're going to put enough. And I'm going to rub the olive oil and put some on the inside, and this will keep the turkey really moist. Now, there's a lot of different seasonings you can use for turkey, roasting turkey. You can put cracked pepper, paprika, rosemary. There's just a ton of different spices you can put on a turkey. So it depends on what kind of the flavor that you're wanting. This is just a basic, simple roasted turkey. Nothing spectacular really, other than this is a beginner version. And I think once you have this down, then you can really, you can learn to brine your turkey, deep fry your turkey, do a lot of different other things that bring out certain flavors. But if you're just the person in charge of making the turkey, this video will help you. We're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees. And once you put the turkey in the oven, you're going to turn it down to 350. And it's 13 minutes per pound, or 15 minutes per pound if you're stuffing it full of something. So just know that. I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil. And I'm just going to coat, I'm going to just give them a rub down, making sure that olive oil is touching. Now you can undo the legs from here, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave them. They do better if you just leave them the way that the store did it, or the processing plant. I'm still finding feathers. And for seasoning, remember, you can't take seasoning back, but you can always add it. So just know that. If you put a whole bunch of different seasoning, then you find out you don't even like it seasoned like that, you can't take it off. So I would suggest just something basic. And then maybe the following year you do something a little bit more. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to get him ready for a Reynolds roasting bag, and this is just for a large turkey. It's not for the extra large. I'm going to fold it back, and with one hand I'm going to lift him and put him in this bag. And you're going to want to add about a tablespoon of flour after you put your turkey in. And that flour with the juices is really going to help. It'll thicken up and really make your broth really good. Okay, we're going to add our flour, just a tablespoon, shake it in the bag. We're going to tie it, put it in the oven. This particular turkey is 16 pounds, so we're going to put it in here for 4.5 hours. And we'll bring him out and test the temperature. The internal net temperature needs to be 165 before you eat it. And you need to let a turkey rest, just like you would a steak. Super important. Okay, so I have my flour drizzle done. It's down in the bag. One thing I forgot to tell you was you're going to want to make some slits. And 2 slits is perfectly fine. If you don't slit these bags, they're liable to explode on you because they're going to build pressure. And these bags really help make the turkey really moist and tender. I swear by them. I've tasted turkey with no bag. Didn't like it. So I'm going to make 1 slit on each side. Take them in. And the tie, if you lose the tie, these have to be oven safe. If you put a regular plastic tie on here, it's going to melt. So you want to make sure that's done correctly too. Okay, we'll be back once the turkey comes out. Okay, our turkey is out of the oven. It's really crispy, and we're going to let it rest here a little while before we unveil it and start carving it. My husband is the turkey disassembler, so I'm going to video while he does it, more than likely. And I've got some turkey gravy going and some potatoes boiling because he wants mashed potatoes. So anyway, we'll take you along here in a second. And some of them have a pop-up thing. This one did not. Most Butterballs do. But the meat's falling off the bone, so now it's ready. Anytime your legs, the skin on the legs goes up like that on each side, that really means your meat is done. He's just going to debone it, so I may not video all of it, but I'll do the beginning. You almost don't need the knife. The bag keeps it really moist, so this is my foolproof way of doing a turkey. I know some people like it to dry out in the oven, but I just don't. Okay, so we're going to get Bill to test it.
Not that I didn't already do that, right?
Yeah.
The carver of the turkey gets to taste test.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, so when I met you, you didn't ever put turkeys in bags. In fact, you told me not to do that, but I insisted.
Mm-hmm. So
have I converted you into a turkey bagger?
It's turkey in a bag.
Is it better?
Yes, it's more tender, or
moist.
I guess moist.
Yeah. Okay. This is our pre-Thanksgiving try out the turkey. It's just going to be Bill and I for Thanksgiving, but we wish you everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
And I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget, find somebody to bless.